Welcome to episode 26 of the Stix. Let's hop right in. Our favorite teams games recap for the week 9, I believe. Starting off with Carolina. My Heels absolutely murdering FSU. Wasn't even close. Amarian Hampton further proves but he should at least be in Heisman talks, in my personal opinion. Having a 5 touchdown game, leading the team in both rushing and receiving. It was never really a close game. Big Bo Atkinson, one of our defensive tackles at Carolina, had a really good game. I think he had 2 sacks, and a couple TFLs to go along with it. And he looked really, really good. The FSU offense and defense, all of the above, continues to suck. It's no one predicted this. I predicted them that it wouldn't be that great, but not this
What do you mean
bad.
no one predicted this? I predicted it.
Yeah, but you were not predicting them to be 1-7. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I certainly wasn't predicting them to be 1-8. So
There they are. I thought it was 1-7. Anyway, yeah, that's just tragic. Not really. I love to see Carolina get big victories
I mean,
against.
I always love to see Florida State lose. So
Yeah. And
especially with
Carolina
them
look
being preseason ranked 10, that was awesome.
and Carolina looks sick doing it. These jerseys are
Those are fire jerseys.
absolutely fire jerseys. Love my heels. We ride into a bye week this week, so
That's hope.
excited for that one. Anywho, game that I was not really excited.
No. All right,
A game that I
all
was not
time.
really
That's an
excited.
all-time helmet right there by Tulane.
It is. I like
That
Charlotte's
helmet is
helmets.
awesome.
This I think this photo is kind of funny though. It looks like you stiff arm me into the ground, but I'm pretty, it's just a tackle.
Dribbled.
Well, the Charlotte guy has the football, but
I know he does.
but yeah, Charlotte gets absolutely destroyed on Halloween night. One could say it was a bit spooky. I
I mean,
stayed
that score is
for
definitely terrifying for Charlotte fans.
I stayed for 3 quarters of this game. It was tragic. It got really bad in the third. That's why I left. And yeah, it was horrible. There's not much else to be said. The score speaks for itself. Charlotte has to win out if they want to make a bowl game. And Tulane continues to defy odds and play good football. Moving on to Amp.
Oh, yeah. So App State routes Old Dominion in my opinion, a must-win game to get back. We lost to Old Dominion last year, and we were a better team last year, and they were worse last year. So I don't really know, but it's the Fun Belt, so anything can happen. Joey Aguilar played pretty well. I believe he had 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. And again, it was a Caden Robinson game. He had over 100 yards and a touchdown, I believe. And our defense stepped up really when we needed it. We did have a few drives that would stall out. We forced a turnover, and then we went for it on fourth down and threw a shot to the end zone that should have been caught by Caden Robinson, and it got knocked out barely. He just couldn't hold it all the way to the ground. But if we clean it up, the score would have been a lot better than it was. And as of today, Thursday, November 7th, App State plays again today. We play Coastal today. Hopefully we can extend our win streak to 3 games and get above 500.
Yeah, looking forward to that one tonight. I don't know. I don't have an Ab Stage shirt right now, but I do have a Coastal sweatshirt. So we'll see who I decide
Whoa,
to cheer
whoa,
for
whoa,
tonight.
whoa. We are not cheering for no water chickens tonight, okay? Um, Stanford actually murders, or no. NC State
Gets
actually murders
murdered.
Stanford.
Not even close.
CJ Bailey looks fantastic this game. I think it was it on three? Posted their quarterback power rankings. They have true freshman quarterback CJ Bailey at sixth in the nation in quarterback power rankings.
Yeah.
Anywho, he wasn't really the star of this game. I mean, he was. He had the best passer rating in the ACC this week. Best
The
passer
running
rating as
backs
a
were.
He had the fourth best passer rating in the nation and the first best passer rating as a freshman. Um, the running backs were the talk of the game. Jordan Waters had a 94-yard rushing touchdown, and Hollywood Smothers, aka Rollywood Smothers, with his new nickname, they both hit over 100 rushing yards on the day, with both getting two touchdowns, I believe. Um,
Hmm.
and even in the air, Justin Jolie got it going. He had a bunch of yards. I would really like to see Casey get more involved in the game, but if he's I mean, if he's catching the balls that are being thrown to him and our offense keeps playing like this, I think that we're going to be a hard team to beat. And it always, always, always ends up being like this, where State just gets it together halfway through the year, and we just need to figure it out earlier in the season and stop losing these games that we should be winning. But it seems like NC State's figured it out. We actually destroyed Stanford in our first matchup against them in ACC play, so I'd love to see it going into the next few weeks.
Yeah, I think that it's really a really good problem to have for NC State that they're putting up 59 points in a game and KC
Yeah.
doesn't get too involved.
Yeah.
That shows, it's weird because you watch NC State last year when Casey was, I believe he was a
He
freshman
was
All
on
American.
he was first team freshman
He
All-American,
yeah
ACC freshman of the year.
he was the whole entire offense. I mean, they're getting him involved in jet sweeps, screen passes, little slips. I
Yeah.
mean, stuff that stuff that you would think that they would do coming into this year, but it's just not happening. I mean,
Yeah.
they had a bunch of receivers in the portal, but none could even lace the boots of Casey. Like
Yeah.
I think it's kind of crazy that they're not he's not getting it as involved as he is.
So do I.
And I think it's partially because State didn't have a run game last year. Like they
Oh,
didn't have a running
100%.
back. So
100%.
and so they're not they don't need to get Casey as involved. But I feel like if it's broke, don't fix it. Or if it ain't
Oh,
broke,
yeah,
don't fix it.
100%.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that should be definitely something that they should think about going into these later games and heading into hopefully a bowl game with this NC State team.
Yeah.
Move on to the week 9 games, the week recap. Ohio State beats
We were
Penn
both
State.
so wrong. We were both wrong
We
again in back-to-back
we were
years.
I was optimistic and said I wanted Penn State to win just because I don't like Ohio State. It was really a
Yeah.
biased pick, and that's all. But Will Howard looked pretty decent. I mean, Penn State. It was 10-0 in the first two drives for each team.
Penn
Penn State
State
gets
was
a
up
field
10
goal.
nothing.
Penn State gets a field goal to start the game, open up scoring on their very first drive, and then they get a pick, and they pick six Will Howard on his second pass of the or first pass of the game. And so I'm thinking,
Dang.
Penn State has all the momentum. That didn't deteriorate the Ohio State offense. They kept going. The Ohio State defense looked really, really good,
Yeah.
and they cruised to a 20-13 victory. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of either of these teams. They didn't neither of their offenses looked very, very good, but it's a
I
Big Ten
wanted I
matchup.
wanted I wanted Penn State for grandma. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
grandma's going to be wearing rocking the Ohio State shirt at Starbucks again today.
yeah. Unfortunately, it's a good old Big Ten matchup where
Yeah.
where no points are scored and one team barely wins over the other. And the narrative of Oregon going undefeated, being the number one team in the nation, and missing the Big Ten championship game is now not going to happen, unfortunately.
Yep.
So a lot of horrible things. Penn State drops. Ohio State goes up to 2 in the latest college football playoff.
My Oregon pick for the Big
2025.
Ten is looking real good right now.
Who's my? We both picked Oregon.
Oh, for real?
Anywho, yes. Anywho, moving on to our favorite teams games for this coming week. We have NC
I like
State
this. I like this. I like this. I
going
like this. I
against
like
Duke.
this.
I did the same thing when Carolina played Duke. Put that blue little trash can
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
it
Because
just
Duke is
it leaves a bad taste in my mouth to even mention that team. Um, but yeah, State plays at home, which is a theme this whole entire year. I swear, Y'all play like two away games the whole entire year.
Dude, I
Uh,
swear. Well, we played
um,
at Cal. We played at Cal and won, which is a
yeah,
thing
at
actually.
at Cal, at Clemson, and then the neutral site game. We have to talk about that Tennessee game if we
Oh
don't
yeah,
want
we
to,
don't.
but
Nope.
um,
No, no,
but
not today.
yeah. Speaking of this game, I think Duke is they're like something and two, something and three, I think they're
They're
like
six
six
and
and
three. They're
three,
6-3.
and they're the worst 6-3 team in the whole entire
Well,
country.
it's
They're
because they
not
started out 5-0 and they're 1-3 since.
They're not good. They're not. I mean, Carolina was up 20-0 on them and blew that lead. And
Yeah.
so I can tell you that with confidence that Duke is not that good of a team. Malik
The
Murphy is not
so
a very good quarterback. If you can
this
force Malik Murphy to throw and you can stop the run game, which I know NC State has, they have Devin Van and they have a good front like 4 or 5. They can win this game. This is an easy win for State, I think. I wouldn't say easy. I think State takes it by like a score, but it shouldn't be that difficult, especially at home.
well, the spread is 2.5 points on ESPN, but they're also
In
it's two and a
favor
half
of
points in favor of State.
okay,
But they're also giving Duke like 54% chance to win, which I never understand ESPN. Like if you're gonna have them offsetting like that, I think it's gonna be not nowhere near as close as that. I think State wins by 2 scores.
hmm
Just because from past experience, last year Duke killed us, but Duke was better than they were last year because they had Riley Leonard, because they had Jordan Waters. Now Riley Leonard's at Notre Dame, Jordan Waters is at State, so it's a little revenge game.
yeah,
But yeah, I think that ESPN is making this game seem a lot closer than it uh will be, considering they are 2-3 in ACC play, and
yeah,
they have been steadily declining, where NC State has been steadily
increasing,
increasing. I guess that's the word.
increasing their level of play.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we both agree that State will hopefully take this one. Moving on to a game that actually
App State
will,
versus the Water
but yeah,
Chickens.
but by the time this gets posted,
This game would have been
this game
all
would have
done and said.
already happened.
Yep,
So I mean, I think we already talked about this a couple minutes ago. I think we both
we did.
we both are probably in favor of App State in this one, just because
Well,
App
both
State,
teams are 4-4.
this is kind of like that. This is kind of like that narrative that we
Oh,
talked about last.
this is an anyone's
It's
game.
I mean, last year, kind of like last week against Old Dominion, in the sense that App State lost this game last year, and
Yep.
they're wanting to get back. I believe this game was a Tuesday night game last year,
Yep.
in
It was a
Boone,
Tuesday night game in Boone.
and
It
they
was
did,
awesome.
and Coastal did have this guy named
Grayson
Grayson
McCall.
McCall, who's pretty good at football,
Yeah, he was pretty good at
or at
football.
least or was pretty good at football. Sorry, feel bad for him, but uh, yeah, I have no clue. I think their quarterback is Ethan Vasco, and the only thing I know
Let's
from him
see.
is that
Yeah, it is.
he does TikTok dances, and so
He also doesn't throw touchdowns. He has 9 touchdown passes on the year.
yeah, I'm not picking a dude who does TikTok dances to win against Upstate.
Um, yeah, so it is Ethan Vasco. He has 14, he only has 172 pass attempts on the year, 1,400 yards, 9 touchdowns, 4 picks. Joey Aguilar has 301 pass attempts for 2,270 yards and 18 touchdowns, but he has more picks, which he's
Yeah.
thrown double the passes. So it makes sense. Anywho, the spread for this game is Coastal -1, so it's really anybody's game. Um, I mean, I'm always gonna say App takes it just because it's
App.
Coastal won.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because it's App and it's the Sun Belt and really anything can happen. But Coastal beat
Yeah.
us at home last year. I think that Joey and the boys were on the up now. We were 2-4. We're 4-4 now. Both teams are 4-4, which is crazy because Coastal started out like 3-0.
Yeah. Keep the O streak
So
coming.
so we're trending opposite. App's on the
Yeah.
up and Costa's on the down. I am gonna take App, obviously, as I always do. I don't think I picked against App all year. Even the Clemson game. But hopefully we can win out. Like and keep in mind, like we did have that missing game with Liberty. So
Liberty.
7-4 is the best record that we can have, which is a little disappointing, but it's okay.
Yeah. Moving on to week 9 game of the week for the college football, which is
Oh,
Bama
what a
versus
game.
LSU.
Is
Very
this
good
game
game.
day?
It is, I believe it is game day, yes, and this is the night game.
Is it
And
in
it's in
um
Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge.
okay, that's what I thought.
So this is definitely a college football eliminator game for both of these teams. And I think it's a really obviously it's a really exciting game just off name value.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It'd be a good game regardless of how the teams are doing based off name just off name value. But both teams that have kind of struggled ish. I mean, you have Alabama's winning against
Yeah, they've
Georgia,
had
which
their problems.
both teams have had their problems, but they've also had their big wins. Obviously, LSU is coming off a very disappointing loss to Texas A&M last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, and so they're wanting to get back and get a huge win at home. And I Alabama on the other side, they're so very hit or miss. They struggle a lot. They've struggled a lot, but lately it seems as though they have been playing better football. They dismantled Missouri last week, I believe. I believe it was
Bam.
yeah.
Who did?
I think Bama dismantled Missouri last week, the week before, like
Okay, well that's good.
35 nothing. Uh,
Jail.
and so for that reason, I think I'm gonna go Bama here. I think Kalen DeBoer and his team gets the dub in Baton Rouge and knocks
Yeah.
LSU out of playoff contention.
I um I like obviously Alabama's a top tier team. They are every year. I severely doubt that they miss the playoffs. I really like Jalen Milroe in terms of his play style, and they have the key pieces on their team like Ryan Williams, and then their defense is always like top notch. Um, I think in order for LSU to beat Bama, they have to play near flawless football. But we do know that um LSU is very capable of it. I'm very high on Garrett Nussmeier. I think he's
The defense is
really
gonna get
good.
stops. The defense is gonna get stops. It's really on if LSU's offense can pull it together and score touchdowns.
I know. I really think this game is going to come down to who can capitalize off of turnovers or off of stops. Um, and I think Alabama is going to be the team that does that. I think their play style is so versatile in terms of they can run the ball, and even when they do pass, Jalen Milroe can always take off. And when they do pass, they have fantastic receivers because it's Alabama and they get top recruits every year. But so does LSU.
Mm-hmm.
LSU's kind of like the wide receiver school. I'm going to take Bama in a really close game.
I agree. 100% agree.
As
Moving
much as
on to
I didn't want to take Bama there, I'm taking Bama.
yeah. Moving on to the Pats and Panthers recap for week 9. I messed up the score. Man, I need to get on my game. It's okay though, because the Panthers win 23-22. I don't know where the 14 came from, but the
Yeah, I
Panthers
don't
win
know either.
23-22, and they get a huge win for Bryce Young's confidence, for the confidence of everybody, but obviously specifically Bryce Young, who has been announced as the starter this week, and I'll talk about that a little bit later.
Dude,
But
did you see
yeah,
how big he was smiling in the press conference after the game?
he was. And that's huge for him. He needed this win for his confidence. And yeah, we're 2-8, or excuse me,
2-7.
7. But this is just a huge win. A huge
It is a
win
huge win
for the Panthers.
considering the Saints murdered you guys week 1. This is a
Yes,
huge
and the
bounce
same
back win.
on the I mean, Jatavion Sanders looked really good. Xavier Leggett looked
He
good.
did.
The defense didn't look
Jatavian,
fun. I mean,
dude, and even Bryce Young looked good. Both of his
he
interceptions
was
were not his
making good
fault.
throws. He only had one interception, but
Oh, right.
I
That one
think
was not his fault. Xavier Leggett has to catch that. You had
yeah, it was a
another
really good
pass.
play.
You had
It
another
was there
pass
was a
that hit the dude right in the chest and he
yeah.
missed it for a
It was
touchdown.
to David Moore. He had that really
Yeah.
beautiful ball. I mean, he Bryce Young was making good passes, and to all the critics that say that he's too short and they make fun of him for being on his tippy toes. If you ever watched
He looked
Drew
really
Brees,
good.
if you
Or
ever
Russell
watched
Wilson or
if you watch
Kyler
Drew Brees play
Murray.
football, well specifically Drew Brees, he does the same thing where he throws the ball on his tippy toes. So it's just how he throws the ball. It's not that he has to, he has to do it
Yeah, and
or
it
when he
works. He's a
jumps.
Heisman
It's
winning
just
quarterback out of Bama. First overall
yeah.
pick.
I
Like,
mean,
obviously it works.
and we get Jonathan Brooks back this week. I mean, it's looking good for the Panthers. I have never been so excited for the Panthers to maybe go on a win streak, and we'll talk about
Literally
that later.
me, literally
Let's let
me going into this
let's.
past week.
I love Bryce Young, but he's my second favorite quarterback in the NFL, and unfortunately, my first favorite quarterback in the NFL lost this week. Let's talk about it. The
All
Patriots
right.
lose,
The
unfortunately.
Patriots lose in an actual heartbreaker. We win last week and we go into this week and I'm like, okay, we have the Titans on here, the worst team in the league, other than the
the
Panthers
same the
going
same
into this
mindset
week.
the same mindset I have this week. Where you
Yes,
think you
yes.
can go get a 2 game win streak.
So we're like, okay, we might go on a streak here. Drake May looks phenomenal, first of all. His two interceptions were fine. I'm not worried about that. I'm glad to see that we're pushing the ball down the field. His fumble, though, he needs to be able to protect the ball when he's scrambling out the pocket. And our defense, when we only gave up 20 points, but like our defense has to be able to stop this Titans offense. Like actually. Um, because like they had Mason Rudolph in the game and he looked fine. But we could not stop the run game at all, like literally at all. Tony Pollard was killing our D line. We were able to cause pressure on the quarterback, which did stop the passing quite a bit, but they were literally able to just run the ball down our throats. Enough on the Titans. Drake May looked phenomenal. He had 206 passing yards. He led our team in rushing yards with 95. And
Almost 100.
get ready for
Yeah.
this. His total yards were 301 total yards of offense, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Patriots had 316 total yards of offense, meaning Drake May accounted for 95% of our offensive yards. That
Telling you,
cannot happen. That cannot
no, it
happen.
cannot. You can't. He's gonna.
Ramondre had two touchdowns. One was just like a 1 yard rushing touchdown, and the other was this actual crazy buzzer beater play on the last play from scrimmage. Drake May ran around the pocket for like 12 seconds and then just threw one up as he got hit because Michael Jordan, our left guard, decided to just stand there and let two guys run by him. Our offensive line is actually the most atrocious thing I've ever seen in my life. Thank God we
What's
have
funny?
Drake May here to save me.
What's funny? Michael Jordan was
Was
an
on the
offensive
Panthers.
lineman for the Panthers, and we had one of the worst offensive lines last year.
I know. The
But
Patriots have not started the same offensive line for a single week. Every single week you can go in, one of them has changed, at least one.
and it does not help that David Andrews has been out for he was out. He got what taken out for the year
Shoulder
like
surgery.
four
Yeah, he
four
has
weeks
shoulder
ago,
surgery. Yep,
and
shoulder surgery.
it's like it's not even like the 90 yards that Drake May is getting are off of quarterback designed runs. Because
No,
you can
this is
yeah,
him
you can
creating
correct me if
plays
I'm
himself.
wrong. I'm not sure if any of them were off
Not
of
a
just
single
designed
one.
runs.
Not a single one.
He's having to escape the pocket because it breaks down within the first like
I
two
know.
seconds,
I
and so
I'm
and so he
very
has to.
I'm very,
And,
very
and you just
pleased
and you
with his
can't.
ability to create plays
He's a
when the play they
you
run doesn't work out.
you cannot do that, and I think that has to go with. That's to do with play calling because if he's able to show this ability to scramble, throw him in some quarterback runs, do some read options, some speed options, triple like do something to throw off the defense off his deep ball.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, I think it all comes down to play calling, and the Patriots haven't had a great play caller on offense. I mean,
In a long
since
time since Josh
I mean,
McDaniels.
yeah. So it's definitely a struggle, but you look pretty good.
I'm happy with how we've been playing. It wasn't Drake May's fault.
No, definitely not. Anywho, moving on to the games for this week. Week 10, we have the Giants,
Let's go on a
as
2 game
said
streak here.
earlier, on the Panthers in Germany at 9:30 Eastern time in the morning. I'm really excited for my Panthers here. I think that, like I said, possibility to get a win streak. What I'm not excited for is playing Brian Burns. Brian Burns, former Panther, pretty good at football. He might sag Bryce Young, and that feels like it'd be dramatic, and I don't like drama. Um, but at the end of the day, I think that the Giants' offense is pretty bad, and the Panthers'
The Giants
offense
offense,
is
hold on, let's cut back on pretty bad. Giants offense is atrocious.
it's atrocious. And so I think that the Panthers can, and the defense is obviously good for the Giants for the most part. Their 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 their
Yeah,
their linebacking core and
their D line.
D line are phenomenal. They're phenomenal. The defense line is phenomenal. You have Thibodeau, you have Dexter Lawrence, you have
Brian Burns.
Brian Burns. I
Like
mean,
they're
Aziz Ojulari.
yep.
The Giants' defensive line is good. And but the thing is, the Panthers' offensive line is so much better than it was last year. They don't just back down. Like Bryce Young's gonna have time to throw. Hopefully. Our center is
Oh
out.
yeah.
Corbett did get hurt a couple of weeks ago after the year, and so we do have Brady Christensen, who is he's learning. I feel like he's
He's
playing center.
learning.
He's learning. He's been moved. He moves on the all. He moves around the offensive line, so we'll see how that goes. But I think the Panthers win this game. I'm really excited for them,
Yeah.
and I'm excited to watch football on Sunday morning in Germany. Panthers have a really big crowd in Germany for some reason.
This game, the number one overall pick versus the number three overall pick. Um, the Bears defense is super good. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say the Patriots are gonna win this game because odds are we're probably not. Um,
But the Bears haven't looked good either. So I
but the
mean,
Bears have their offense hasn't looked that crazy. Caleb Williams got it together like 3 weeks ago against the Jags, but it hasn't looked the same since that. Um, but don't get me wrong, I don't think the Patriots are gonna win this game. But if Drake May wants to show me otherwise, I will gladly watch it. um, I think the Bears win. I think their defense just completely destroys our offense this game.
yeah, I agree. I agree, unfortunately. But the
Same.
Bears, like I said, have not looked good. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
we'll see
We'll
it.
see. We'll see how this one goes in Chicago. NCAA basketball, we'll breeze through
Good
real
Lord,
quick.
we don't have to.
St- Starting off, don't worry. Only Abs first game. Actually, wait, no, we got one left.
You should have put our second game in. We killed last night.
Yeah, I know you did. Anywho, UNC beats Elon, and this looks really bad. I actually did not. I didn't give Elon enough credit. I looked back, and it sounds like I'm coping. I promise you, I'm not. But Elon is actually projected to win their conference this year. Um,
Oh, really?
and yeah, and they have a pretty good football team, basketball team here, and they did have two 7-footers, and that's kind
Oh,
of scary
that's
for
crazy.
Carolina.
That's crazy. They're
Yeah,
they're they're going power four or power five next year for sure.
yeah, yeah. But they were just hitting their shots, and it is what it is. Carolina obviously ends up. We were down by one with 7 minutes remaining. They obviously they picked it up. Carolina did towards the end there. We went on like a 13-0 run to cruise to a victory, but you gotta. It's only the first game, so I'm not really gonna get too like upset about it. But Carolina's got to pull it together this week, or the because we play Kansas tomorrow. By the time this is posted, can't we will be playing Kansas that night. So we'll see. I'm hoping Carolina can
Yeah.
pull it together. Let's see. Moving on to state.
So we do not have the same roster as we did last year or the year before, and it's really sad because our
Not
teams were
even
pretty good.
close.
Our teams were pretty good from the prior years. But we're making it work so far. Ben Middlebrook seems to be our anchor down in the paint, and he was pretty good last year backing up for DJ Burns. But we talked about before, we do have a lot of young returning talent in Jaden Taylor, Trey Parker's back, Breon Pass. He scored a career high 14. I've always been super high on Breon Pass.
Beyond pass
And
game.
then it's always a Breon Pass game. And Michael O'Connell being our veteran, he only drops 9, but he also had 6 assists to lead the team. So that was awesome. And SC Upstate really didn't stand a chance, especially at or in Raleigh and not PNC anymore, the Lenovo Center.
It's
Um,
PNC.
so at nope, it's the Lenovo Center.
I'm calling it PNC.
Okay, yeah, I will always call it PNC. But NC State gets this win by 31. It wasn't really close at all the whole time. It was a good win for us to start off.
Moving on to Charlotte, who gets the 88-79 victory against Presbyterian, who they looks pretty good for a decent bit of time. Just like State, Charlotte has a pretty different roster. I mean, we have Charlotte we have three of our best three players, they transferred out. Deshaun Jackson, who is a starter for the fifth team in the country, Iowa State, fifth team in the country. We had Igor Milicic, who is the starter at Tennessee this year, and we have Lukai Patterson, who plays for Minnesota.
You can't forget
So,
about Jackson Threadgill.
oh, no one cares about him. Jackson Threadgill. Anyway, our leading scorer is Jay Sean Thomas, who was, I believe, it's a transfer. Transferred from a JUCO college, and he looked really good. He obviously leading scorer 18.6 for 8 efficiency. Our leading rebounder only had 5 boards. Giancarlo Rosado, who's a transfer from Florida Atlantic, but Giancarlo Rosado had 8 assists and 1 turnover. And keep in mind, he is our
Wow, that's
center.
pretty good.
He is our
Wow.
center.
Jokic
He
build. He
he
wants to be
no
DJ
you
Burns so
you
bad.
he was his passing was phenomenal. He was making like there was a play off a layup where he Rosado passed the guard open. I've never seen a center pass a guard open before. Like
I have. You ever seen
like
DJ Burns play?
they cut they did a screen. The center or the guard set a screen. The center was over the screen, and right after the guard rolls over the screen, the Rosado threw it and like passed it to a spot. It was the most beautiful pass
That's
I've ever
high.
seen in my
That's high
life.
IQ right there. That he pays attention in practice for sure.
Yes, he was amazing. Isaiah Folks here, he is a very how you say he's a highlight reel type of guy. Like he doesn't do all that much, but he'll give you your one hey moment a game, you know? Like
Yeah.
he'll give you your one highlight moment a game. Highlight dunk. Anywho, let's move on to this
No, we don't
game.
have to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it.
We don't have to. No.
Well, so App State was winning by like 10 early on, and I texted Drew and I said, give us Miami, talking about
Yeah.
like the Hurricanes.
Actually, yeah, the
Um,
Hurricanes.
and we lost by
He
14.
he ate
I'm not
his
really sure what
words.
happened. We were undefeated at home last year. We were like one of 9 teams to be undefeated at home the whole year in all of college basketball.
And then
And
lose our first home
it
game.
it's only right to start out 0-1 and it be our one loss to be at home. But um we bounced back. We don't have it on here, but we played
St. Andrews, I think.
yeah, we played St. Andrews and we beat them 108-54. Which that was a huge bounce back game. I think it was kind of just like a confidence booster playing St. Andrews. But going into this weekend, like how Drew says Carolina plays Kansas, we play at Wisconsin on Sunday, which not super excited about that. But
Wisconsin did
um,
lose a lot of their good players. Like Chucky
Wisconsin hasn't
Hepburn.
been as good as they were in the mid 2010s with Frank Kaminsky and Sam Decker
Well, even
and all
even
them.
last year, their two best players, AJ Store and Chucky Hepburn, went to Kansas and Louisville, respectively.
Yeah.
So
And
Wisconsin's not as good of a team, but they're still a Big Ten team.
yeah, and we knew that we weren't going to be as good as we were last year, considering we lost all of our top talent. But this man here holding the ball, Miles Tate, he's probably going to be our star this year. He torched Auburn last year.
Final bit of this episode, we're gonna play some Jeopardy. We got Josh, having us Josh. We got our friend Kendall, who is an elite D1 athlete. Anywho, we're gonna start off here by playing the game.
How does the buzzer work?
Buzz,
Is it like
bro.
You
stealing?
buzz in.
Is it
All right.
is it for
So
like
for the first,
stealing?
all right. First, we're gonna start with. I'm actually gonna pick the first one. We're gonna start with NFL nicknames for 100.
All right.
Who buzzed in first? It was Kendall.
Me.
Kendall buzzed in.
No!
Kendall buzzed in first.
Oh.
Kendall buzzed in first.
Of course, bro.
Seattle Seahawks.
And the Seattle Seahawks is
I was
correct.
spamming it too.
Oh nah, you're not getting that one over me.
I just didn't know how it worked.
Kendall got 100.
All right. I don't. I'll continue.
Thinking
All right,
for you.
Kendall. Which one? Which one do you go for?
Got to roll up the sleeves.
Jersey numbers 300.
Oh god. 3.
Who's number 30? The Carolina Panthers.
That would be Chuba Hubbard.
Yes, that would be Chuba Hubbard.
My fantasy team flex player.
Josh gets 3. Oh, I don't know why it does by that, but anyway. Continue. All right, Josh,
So
what you
Josh
want?
gets to pick.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
losing?
go
What is going
NBA
on?
facts 200.
What player has most assists in a career?
How
Josh
did you
again.
get that over me, bro? I was spamming the button.
Oh,
If
I'm
you get it
blanking on his name.
Oh, there's no way.
All right, but go to Aiden.
Oh, John
Go to
Stockton.
Aiden.
John Stockton.
No.
John Stockton.
Oh my god.
Dude, how do you, Josh, you can't just spam the buzzer and not have it locked in.
I knew
All
who
right,
it
Josh.
was. I just fumbled almost.
You can't do that.
There's got to be
There's
a
a 30
3-second
second
period between
There's a
clicking
30
and
Yeah.
dancing.
All right,
There's
all
a-
right. What do you want? What do you want, Josh?
Hey, you gotta give me 100 more, dog. That's 200.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Josh over here keeping score.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
he
Let's go.
needs to make
Jersey
he gets
numbers.
it.
100.
Meanwhile, he didn't know who John Stockton was.
All right. Who wears number 10 for the New England Patriots?
God, can you actually go away, bro?
that
Spamming
would
this
be-
Stop
button.
spamming it.
That would be
Josh's
Jersey
ping is better.
Ray.
Josh's ping is better than ours.
I'm convinced that Josh is.
This is
convinced.
so annoying. I have spammed the button every question.
All right. Next one, we're gonna give to Aiden just right off.
What? No, that's not how that
No,
works.
don't do it like that. Don't do it like
Fine.
that.
Let's go. College 200.
Josh.
What
Bro,
college buddy
give it
he'll
to
go
me.
to. Josh
Oh
got
my
it.
god!
Oklahoma.
Josh's ping is better than ours, bro. This isn't fair.
Aiden.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go. College 300.
Dude.
Josh got it.
That would be
You don't even-
Arkansas.
You don't even know, bro.
I do know.
I'm
Or
spamming
else
this
I wouldn't
button.
have buzzed.
I'm spamming this button. This is actually making me so mad.
Let's go college 100.
I'm tired of hearing Josh's voice.
Kendall got it.
No!
Kendall got it.
Michigan.
I'm gonna crash
Aiden,
out, bro.
Your ping is awful, bro.
I'm gonna crash out.
All right, Kendall. What's up next?
You gotta know it, bro.
I've
known
team,
them,
400.
Josh. I've known them all within 0.3
You said what?
seconds.
Oh, play.
What?
Yeah.
400. Or 100.
It's fine.
Oh, Cam Newton.
Cam Newton. Cam Newton.
Oh, God.
I gotta press the button.
Yeah, fine.
Oh, yeah.
God. Let's go
You didn't
college
give Aiden 100.
400. College 400. Oh, I don't know that one, and that's horrible.
No.
Oh wait, I do. San Diego State.
Oh,
Okay. Well, that's wrong.
There's a San Jose State.
Josh, you want to guess?
Notre Dame?
No,
well-
bro.
Okay.
Cincinnati.
We all got it
That's
wrong.
it.
Wait, hold on.
It's
Yeah, no one gets
Aiden was so close.
it's San Jose. Isn't it?
Sacramento State.
What?
I knew it was one of those state colleges in California.
Oh, Aiden lost $300. He
I actually lost 400. Good math,
400.
Josh.
Sorry. All right, Drew pick.
So we're gonna go players. We're gonna go NFL draft for 100. Actually, NFL draft for 100. Aiden got
Caleb
it.
Williams. Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
We're
now
gonna
he's
go
negative 200.
NFL nicknames 200.
The nickname is 200. Who was named the refrigerator?
No!
Kendall.
William Perry.
Let's go. 1, 2.
Yeah, I know ball.
Josh, we can't scream after you don't get it for the first time.
Kendall. What you want?
Jersey numbers 200.
The jersey numbers. Who was number 35 for the Phoenix Suns? Josh.
That would be Kevin Durant.
That would be Kevin Durant.
My favorite
Josh.
player of all time.
Josh is bailed.
All right, Josh, what you want next?
Players based on teams 200.
There's the teams for 200.
Bills, Pats, Panthers, Colts.
Josh.
You have no
Stephon
idea.
Gilmore.
Oh, he totally
Josh,
knows.
it is Stephon Gilmore.
That's crazy.
What?
That's like literally one of my favorite players. I just got intimidated by the amount of teams on there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's go NBA 100.
What player scored 100 points in one NBA game? Josh.
Bailed. Josh is
Wilt
so
Chamberlain.
bailed, bro.
Wilt
Oh my
Chamberlain.
god.
Ah,
I still
guys
can't believe
just-
Josh forgot who John Stockton was.
I
That
was
was
getting him and
crazy.
Pistol Pete mixed up.
All right,
How do you get him and
Josh.
Pete Maravich mixed
What's your
up?
next pick?
NFL nicknames 400.
What current player is known as F1?
I know this.
This
No,
this
you
is not his
don't.
primary nickname.
You do not know this.
I heard this like last week.
No, you didn't.
So dun. I can tell you, he's on a winning football team currently.
F1.
Is his team undefeated?
His team is not undefeated. His team is leading the division though.
Time ran out.
Time did run out. Any of y'all have a guess? No points taken off. Just a guess.
I don't even have one.
All right. This
is he on the
this
Texans?
is
Xavier.
he plays in the NFC East.
NFC East. So the Commanders.
Yeah, that would be who that is. F1. Who's number one? Are they number one?
Think really long and hard.
Are they number one?
What type of brands are an F1? Or car companies.
Red Bull, Mercedes,
I think Lando Norris maybe drives this one. I don't really know. I don't really know.
Terry
McLaren.
McLaurin?
Terry McLaurin.
That's
Known
a
as
That
horrible
makes
F.
no
nickname.
sense. I get that he's
terrible.
fast.
That's a
That's
horrible
terrible.
nickname. Do not give Josh points for that.
I'm not, but
He didn't.
Good.
All right.
You almost did.
all right. I picked the next one. We're gonna go players based off teams for 300. Oh, Josh,
I'm
That
gonna
would be
crash.
Brandon Cooks.
I'm gonna crash out. I'm going to
that
crash
would
out.
be Brandon Cooks.
I'm so locked right now.
Josh, you're not locked. You have better ping, okay?
That's
All right.
not how. Okay,
You forgot who
Josh, what
John
you want?
Stockton. Hey, Josh, you forgot who John Stockton is. You're not locked.
All right, Josh, what do you want?
NFL nicknames 300.
I hope you have no idea who this is.
What Hall of Fame player was nicknamed the Minister of Defense? Aiden.
Praise God, Reggie White.
That would be Reggie White.
Oh, that is Reggie White.
See, I told you he wasn't gonna know who it was. I told you.
He doesn't know ball.
All right. Aiden's back in the positives.
Jersey. No. Do draft 200.
Who was the 17th overall pick in the 2023 NFL draft? Bum, 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 bum,
17th. That had to be one of our teams then, if it's on here. And it wasn't the Panthers, and it wasn't the Patriots. It wasn't the Bills. It had to
Josh,
have been the Seahawks pick.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
no.
That's a atrocious pick.
What? Oh, he was like top 10. Fuck. Freak.
Yeah. Go wash your mouth out with some.
All right. We are done. I'm very disappointed in Aiden currently. That is very
Oh
disappointing.
my God.
Very disappointing.
Aiden, that's
Aiden.
your boy.
Okay.
Aiden, that's your boy.
I heard you the first time.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go NBA facts to 300. A player recently had a triple double without missing a single shot. Dun, 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 dun. If it makes you feel better, this happened yesterday. Dun, 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 dun. Josh,
Nikola Jokic.
He has no idea.
no.
He has no idea
triple-double
what I
yesterday.
say.
This player plays. Actually, I can't believe none of y'all saw this.
I wasn't on my
Yeah.
phone at all yesterday.
I thought this would be pretty well known. All right, the player
what time's
plays
up?
DeMontis Sabonis.
That's really
Triple
impressive.
double.
I had no idea.
This was last night. All right, well,
I wasn't on my
let's
phone at all
go.
last night.
Let's go jersey numbers for 400. Who was number 14 on the 2017 Miami Dolphins roster? Josh.
Jarvis Landry.
I thought Josh was gonna say some.
That would be
random
Jarvis
player.
Landry.
Don't
Fully thought
underestimate
it.
me, Aiden. I'm cooking.
Josh, I'm not underestimating you. I just think you have better internet.
You didn't
All
even
right.
buzz in.
Right.
Do you know how many times I've been spamming?
Can we
this
stop
button?
arguing?
Every-
Josh. Take it.
Jersey numbers 500.
You know, for 100. Who currently wears number 30 for the Minnesota Vikings? Josh.
CJ Ham.
I'm actually gonna crash out. Can you guys hear me? I'm literally doing this with two hands on my phone, bro. Just
Come on,
because
show
I
us the
know
answer.
it's every
Let's
question.
go.
All right. Josh.
NBA 400.
Who named the last 5 MVP without duplicates?
Without
So-
duplicates.
Yeah, so like Giannis won 3 years in a row doesn't count. Like the last 5 of the duplicates.
Okay.
I'll give you.
Do I have to name them in order?
No.
Okay. Embiid, Jokic, Giannis.
Mhm.
Harden and Westbrook.
Ding ding ding.
Wow.
It wasn't that hard. There were two of the dudes I just named have 3 of them.
All right. Aiden.
NFL draft 300. Why is that still here?
Who was the second overall pick in the 2017 NFL draft?
Mr. Trubisky.
Aiden.
Give it to
As
me.
you should. 1. Money Mitch, baby. All right, Aiden, it's your turn again.
Players based on teams. No, we'll go nicknames 500.
What current NFL player is nicknamed the Winter Soldier?
Hold on.
Okay.
That would be Josh Allen.
Yes, that would be Josh
Go
Allen.
Bills! Go
Nicknamed the
Bills!
Winter-
That's a horrible nickname. That's
It's
a
the
horrible
best
nickname.
nickname, bro.
That's
What are you
a
talking
horrible
about?
nickname.
Not at all.
That's horrible.
That's tough.
F1.
Why?
I
Because
really
he
thought
plays.
that was-
Because he plays in Buffalo. That's a
He played
horrible
in Wyoming.
nickname.
He played in Wyoming though too.
It doesn't matter. If
I feel-
anything, it should
I'm
be
surprised.
Bucky
I'm surprised
Irving.
you know that, Josh.
If anything, it should be Bucky Irving.
that would be kind of fire.
Let's
Well,
go.
I
let's
looked-
go.
That's a horrible nickname.
Let's go. College 500.
Josh, I have no
Where
idea.
Where did Herb Jones go to college?
Let's see it, Josh. Let's see you get this one since you were so confident picking it.
All right, Josh.
Michigan.
No, it is not
Josh,
Michigan.
would that be the 500 pointer if it was Michigan?
No. But it's just no one could have guessed.
All
could
right.
guess where he goes.
All right. Either y'all want to see a guess? No. No penalty.
Herb Jones. Was it a big school?
I'm not gonna answer questions. You get one
Wait,
guess.
I accidentally X'd out of it, and now I'm here. I got the code. I got the code 2696. 2696.
All right,
let's-
Kendall, you want to take a guess without getting a penalty?
I would have no clue where to start.
Just take a guess. Any guess.
Texas.
Texas. That is wrong. Aiden, you have one guess.
I'm not guessing.
You're not even guessing. You don't get penalties. You don't get. It's not a
I have no
Penalty,
idea.
might as
I don't
well.
have a guess. I don't have a guess.
Alabama.
I almost
All right.
said Alabama.
No, you
No, you
didn't.
We're gonna
didn't.
go-
Cut the
we're
cap.
gonna
Cut the
go-
cap, bro.
No, you
Cut
We're
the
gonna go.
cap, bro.
We're
No,
gonna
cut
go.
the
We're gonna
cap.
go NBA facts 500. Actually, no. We're gonna go NFL draft 400. I lied. Who was the first overall pick in the 2013 NFL draft?
2013.
It was trash then. Probably the Browns.
Yeah.
My guess is Jamarcus Russell.
Jamarcus Russell. That is wrong. Josh.
Did Devian Clowney?
Oh, that's so right.
That is also wrong.
No.
Oh, I think he was
Ah.
2014.
Money Manziel.
No,
No.
He wasn't
Johnny
even first
Manziel was
overall.
not
That-
first overall pick.
I don't even know if you know who this guy is. Former Chiefs tackle.
Oh, it's
Eric
Eric
Fisher.
Fisher.
Oh.
Okay, I Eric Fisher crossed my mind, but I was like, "There's no way he does Eric Fisher."
All right. All right. All right. We're gonna do lost 400 here.
Do they still play?
He does still play. He is currently on the Jets.
Rams, Cowboys, Jets. Hmm.
Offense or defense?
What if it's not either?
I know it. I know it. Okay, Greg Zuerlein. It didn't let me
Correct.
buzz, but it's Greg Zuerlein.
It is in fact Greg
Yeah.
the Leg. All right, Aiden, pick.
Based on teams. You
Josh.
have no idea. You don't know.
Did Devian Clowney?
Josh has an idea. It is Jadeveon
Josh
Clowney.
does have an idea.
Every time I see the little hand come up above Josh's player and it's a high point question, I just assume he has no idea.
Josh is like that.
Go
All
ahead,
right,
Josh. Pick one so you can lose 500 points.
NBA 500.
Pick one so you can lose 500.
Who won the 2024 3-point contest? Josh.
Was it Steph Curry? I didn't watch
It
it.
was Dame,
Kendall.
bro. It was
No, it was
Dame.
Kendall. It was Kendall's turn.
I
Oh,
buzzed
what?
in. I buzzed in.
Hey, you're third. You buzzed in third. Look.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not
it
gonna
was
lie. I just buzzed. I didn't watch it.
Oh,
it-
okay. We'll go
it's
with
Dame. It's
Damian
Dame.
Lillard. That's my guess. I'm second.
It is Damian
Yup.
Lillard. All right, last 500 question. Aiden is no choice. Who was the 10th overall pick in 2008 NFL draft?
Drew, did you make this?
It did. I'll give you a
10th
hint. He's a
overall.
current. He's a current NFL head coach.
Gerard Mayo.
It is Gerard Mayo.
Bro, you shouldn't have said
And
anything.
who's the winner?
Not so fast,
Oh.
buddy. Not so fast. We have final factal time.
What?
Enter your wagers. How much do you want to
Oh.
wager? I'll give you the category. We're doing NFL draft.
Josh doesn't want to wager anything. He's being such a little baby about it.
All right.
Hmm.
Name all the receivers drafted in the 2000 or in the first round of the 2024 NFL draft in order. In order.
In order.
You have to type it. You're typing it.
I have the first three. There's a timer. Why is there a timer?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Wait. Is it a timer for how much you can type? How long you can type?
Oh no, we can still type.
Okay, cool.
I know the last guy. I can't. Oh wait, no. I know the last guy.
If none of y'all get it in order, I'll give it to them. I'll give it to the person that has the most.
I'm
if
going
y'all-
in order.
Well, I know it has to be in order, but I'm saying if none of y'all get it in order.
Do you know how many there were?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna tell you.
No! Oh!
Josh, you're dumb. It's not Keon Coleman.
I didn't put him.
You okay?
All right.
Enough with the screaming. I'm
Are
not
y'all
ready.
ready?
No,
Okay.
you can see when it says that we're ready.
I forgot who the Bills traded away their pick for.
You're dumb. Haha, you're dumb.
Fudge.
I have four. Josh, how many did you put?
I'm not saying.
I think y'all count out Kendall over here.
Kendall's locked in.
No, not at all.
Um,
Not at all. Not at all.
I'm just trying to think.
I got two.
Drew, I think there should be a time limit.
I have the three that were in the top 10, and then
Yeah,
the last pick of, and then I have
I
have the last pick of the first round.
All right. Well, I similar to your Josh. We should have a time limit here on this puppy.
30 seconds.
Okay.
I'll give you another 30 seconds.
Well, at this point, I'm just gonna start naming receivers that were in the second round.
That's not gonna work out because they were not drafted in the first round.
I know.
I hope that's how you spelled his dude's name.
Oh.
If you misspelled it, it's fine, Kendall. As long as I know who you're talking about.
Okay, I sent
All right.
5.
All right, that's all right.
It's been 30.
Kendall, you about there?
What?
You about there?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, just
Okay,
submit
you
your
have to submit
answers.
it. Okay,
right,
before you
we'll
say
look
it,
at
how
Kendall.
many before you show how many receivers was it?
There's 5.
I
Okay,
believe
then I got it
was.
right. I got it right. If there was 5.
Hold on.
Oh, I just forgot one. Go ahead, though. I already submitted. Aiden, you don't know ball.
Eight.
You gotta
I
show.
don't know.
You gotta. You gotta
It was
show the
8.
answers.
There was 8.
There were 8 in the first round.
All right, okay, well, Kendall got the first 3. That's fire. All right, Josh got
Oh,
Marv,
I
Malik,
forgot Roma Dunze
Brian
too.
Thomas.
Oh, I
Yeah,
fully
y'all
forgot
forget-
Xavier
all
Leggett.
right.
Ladonia Mitchell.
Okay,
Marv,
Marv,
Malik,
Malik.
BTJ.
Okay, so
Worthy.
in order, it was Marv, Malik, Rome, Brian Thomas Jr., Xavier Worthy, Ricky Pearsall, Xavier Leggett.
No, Xavier Worthy was last.
No, he wasn't.
He was the last pick of the first round.
No, Xavier Leggett was.
Xavier Leggett was. They
Oh.
traded up with Buffalo to get Xavier Worthy.
Oh, well.
I totally
I
forgot
forgot.
Rome.
So
And
I
got-
think
Pearsall.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I got 5 in.
One,
Those 5 are in
2
order.
They are in order.
So nobody
It's
gets the
time-
points because we weren't right.
Neither of y'all got it right, but it all depends on how much you wagered. So,
Oh, me and Aiden
you'll
tied.
you'll literally have the same score. Y'all tied. So does that mean Kendall wins? I mean,
No.
shoot.
Kendall
No,
had 0.
no.
Bro, this is golf. What?
Is there another? Is there another?
I just went par.
question?
There's not before a tiebreaker. I'll make up a question real quick on the fly. All right.
Okay.
And it's just whoever says it first.
No,
Yeah,
let me get a question.
Kendall, this
You
is
have
worth-
0
this is worth-
points.
This is
No,
worth
let me
a
ask
million
you. Let me
points.
ask.
No. This question's worth 1,000,000 points. How about that? All right.
No,
This is just winner takes all. What do you mean, no, Josh?
it's between me and you. Kendall has 0
Get it.
points.
Get it right then.
Okay.
Just watch me get
All
it
right.
a million. Y'all lose.
He's gonna cater this so hard to you, Kendall. I already know.
Look at his
All right.
face. Look at his face.
All right.
Jackson
What
Smith and
NFL
Jigba.
What NFL journeyman is nicknamed the Amish Rifle?
Chat, did I hear that right? The Amish rifle. So it's a quarterback.
Can I guess?
Who
Ryan
do you-
Fitzpatrick.
That's
Who
who
do
I
you
was about to
have?
say.
Ding, ding, ding. Let's go! Let's go!
Dude, I was about to pull out Brandon
go!
Whedon.
Josh got it
Amish?
right.
Amish
The Amish
rifle is an
rifle.
atrocious nickname for someone who's not Amish.
It is an atrocious nickname.
It's
I
not
don't know
as
how you
bad as
pulled that-
Winter Soldier, though.
I don't know how you pulled that out.
I
I'm back.
went deep in my Duffy for that one.
No,
And
you
that
didn't.
is
You
the
Googled that.
that is the end of the Stix episode 26.
I was about to guess that out because I was just thinking Amish because of his beard.
We
Yeah.
might come back next week with one of these again, so Aiden or Kendall can get their revenge. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Josh